I didn't have that father figure in the house or that 2-parent structure that's naturally needed. I found in the college aspect of things.
And excuse me for interrupting you, but I did want to get in a little bit into that because I find it very. I grew up. I did have my mom and dad, but I grew up in church, and so we dealt with a lot of teenagers who didn't have dad in the household.
Yeah,
and seeing the obstacles, seeing what they had to overcome. Coming from a family that did have mom and dad there, and seeing them, and seeing how they had to overcome that kind of stuff, that's very inspirational to me, very motivational. And then seeing you here today, being able to reach the level of success where you're at today, and you talking about just having the one mom in your house and not having what people would consider the normal structure, right?
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about that obstacle? What you saw as obstacles, or what you saw as maybe what you had just mentioned, that structure, and how you overcame, and how your mom was very influential in you coming up to be the man that you are today.
Of course, and that's what kind of Wolf Talk is based on.
Yep.
I'm just going to pull this back just a little bit. Doesn't have much of a felt on it, so you can stay about that.
Thank you.
All right, perfect. And that's what kind of Wolf Talk is based on, is coming from these type of structures, seeing, God letting me be able to see the 1-parent home side of things, and then as you see, I've got to experience a 2-parent home side of things going to college. So coming from the struggles that I've seen, first, this is America, so we deal with a lot of barriers from just natural, just this human being experience, from culture, races, things, perception, stereotypes.
Right.
And, what I seen that motivated me in that 1-parent structure home setting was, I never seen my mom give up. I never seen her take shortcuts, welfare. I never seen her, do the things that average, stereotypical things, say that African American or that the Black culture stems to do. Now, welfare and stuff like that, everybody do. All races, cultures, genders is, but I found through this 1-parent structure, that I experienced that it wasn't, it wasn't a bad thing. It wasn't like a hindrance. It wasn't, something to look down on. My mom did the things 2 parents did. Yeah. And she made a choice mentally. It takes a strong individual to make a mental choice to keep God first in your life, but to also not give up on yourself, and not give up on the kids, or your kids. I have a older sibling, a sister. It's a 10+ year difference, so we weren't that close. So
and it's just the one sibling, just
you
and
just
your
one,
okay.
And she decided. She's a lawyer. She decided. Once she got 18, she went to Florida A&M, and she stayed in Florida and Atlanta, and that's where her business is. So she didn't come back home, so she just, that's how it is, it's just genuine stories like that. And I don't know how, her and my mom grew up together. I seen things, but I didn't really, that 10 year, I didn't really understand things until now that I'm becoming more as a man. Yeah. And so, building with my mom, it was a lot of lonely days, because when you're funding a whole household, you don't have that man as a balance. Your time goes to what do you need in America to survive? Money. Mm-hmm. It's that simple. Mm-hmm. So she had to go to work. Mm-hmm. And her love would be her financing things and being there for me if I needed it.
Right. Yeah.
I learned, I don't know what it was. I just know it had to be godly. I always just played naturally. I did what she needed me to do. Mm-hmm. My mom has a learning disability, dyslexic and some other things. So she always kept me busy reading. I didn't really understand why she was putting me through all this tutoring and reading, acting classes and yoga so early. But she needed, I remember I seen her crying on the toilet. I'll never forget this. I was 12 years old. Seen her crying on the toilet. whatever. I was peeking around the corner, and it was probably bills, some stuff I didn't really understand. But I remember, I never forget it. I had made a vow that day to myself, I'm just gonna be something.